Good afternoon and welcome to Nosey Roads and Helens for this afternoon's traditional Yuletide derby. I'll just go through the teams for you this afternoon. The Saints team at fullback David Lyon, the three-quarter line of Prescott, Beavers, Loughlin and Sullivan, Griffiths and O'Donnell at the half-back pairing, with John Neal, Tommy Hodgkinson and Andy Dannett in the front row, Bernard Dwyer out injured at hooker, and Gus O'Donnell at scrum half. We have Chris Joynt, Sonny Nicol and Shane Cooper the back three, with Ian Pickavance and Adam Fogarty on the bench. The Widnes side for this afternoon's clash, Stuart Spruce at fullback. Their three-quarter line is David Myers, Carl Hammond, John Devereux and Adrian Hadley. The half-back pairing, the pairing of Christian Tyrer and Bobby Goulding. A front row of Andy Ireland, Steve McCurry and the much sought after Harvey Howard. A back three of Moriarty for Milo and Paul Hume, with Mark Sarsfield and David Smith on the bench. So we're looking forward to a typical Yuletide derby. There'll be nothing given or taken, only full commitment this afternoon. So the Widnes team just coming onto the pitch, just waiting for the Saints to emerge under the supervision of the new coach, Eric Hughes. And here they are, led out today by matchday mascot Thomas Spencer. 5 years of age is young Thomas, just come out there with Saints captain Shane Cooper. He attends Thatcher Heath Community School. His hobbies are playing for the Saints Crusaders under sevens. Let's hope he's one for the future. A lot of talent round the northwest. His hobbies are also watching the Saints and reading. His favourite player is Alan Hunt. Unfortunately, Alan, one of the long-term injured at St Helens, but he's out there, young Thomas Spencer, 5 years of age. Shane Cooper leads the side. Ian Ollerton is the matchday referee. Season's greetings to all your Saints video viewers. We are working joint this afternoon with Micron Video, and hopefully, as far as your Saints viewers are concerned, we hope to bring you full edited tape with action replays and what have you throughout the rest of the season. Anyway, centre fielder captain Shane Cooper and Paul Hume, with the referee Ian Ollerton and matchday mascot Thomas Spencer. So Eric Hughes there just receiving the plaudits of the popular side crowd, and we know Eric Hughes, he's a winner. And there's the mascot there. Well, he doesn't want to go, does he? Young Thomas Spencer making his way down to the tunnel end, and let's hope we can see him doing that at a little bit faster pace in the near future. As I said, we're working in conjunction with the Micron Video this afternoon. My name's Ron Hoof, I'm with the Saints Video. Gary McGrath from the Widnes. We're looking forward to an exciting game, Gary.
Yes, indeed, Ron. Both teams coming on the back of some quite bad defeats in the last few games. Widnes have lost the last 3 games, lost on well, what should have been the Boxing Day game against the Wire, and also got beat by Hull and Halifax in the games before that. So this one, they'll be looking to boost the confidence. St Helens, well, they've had a couple of bad games under the belt in the last few games, but we all know that Saints are the team that can play football on the day. Widnes to start, and hanging it back to Ronnie.
Yes, OK. Andy Dannett pushing the ball back. Saints do manage to retrieve it. Just a little shaky from the kick-off. Andy Dannett now powering his way upfield. Solid tackling by the Widnes outfit. Nice to see, obviously, Eric Hughes take his place, and he's down there on the bench. A lower position than some of the Antipodean coaches prefer. But we know Eric Hughes' pedigree. There's Ian Ollerton penalises Widnes for offside on his left. Usually the old ploy. Only just 35 seconds gone, Gary, and the referee just, well, how should we say, imposing himself on the game.
Yes, I think just stamping his mark on the game early on. The players will know what to expect now. And as you say, I think Eric Hughes will do an excellent job here for the Saints. He did a great job at Widnes before they unfortunately had to leave. Must also mention the pitch down there. The Saints come on the attack. All credit to the St Helens ground staff. This is about the best pitch I've seen all season.
I can assure you, Gary, it is the best pitch. But Tommy Hodgkinson, A-team hooker and captain, moving upfield into the Widnes 20-metre area. Chris Joint attacked in half-back, Saints move it left. O'Donnell and Griffiths work the loop movement. Griffiths still powering downfield. Phil Weaver's being slightly impeded. Chris Joint onto John Neal, back to Joint again. But Joint loses possession, it comes back. And the referee is going to rule a knock on. Well, a forward pass he's kind of indicating. But it's a scrum down, and it's going to be Widnes feed. I think Bobby Goulding to feed the scrum, Gary.
Yes, Widnes is perhaps slightly lucky there. The ball bobbled away and Senny Milo went to grab it and it bounced away. Mr. Ollerton decided that the initial movement of the ball was forward, so Widnes now look to come away from that 20-metre zone. Paul Hume, acting captain today in the absence of his brother David Hume, who's been playing stand-off this season for Widnes. He's got ligament problems. Widnes also without Aussie Rodney Howe, who's got trouble with a disc in his neck or his back. So a couple of players missing, still without Devon Wright as well, but Carl Hammond has been playing excellently well in the centres. Bobby Golding there just kicks it deep, and Vivas sensibly, I think, allows the ball to go into touch. A good kick by Bobby Golding. Vivas taking no chances, and Saints should get possession. And already the Widnes physio is coming onto the pitch and giving something to Christian Tyler. Don't know what. I think he may have left his gum shield in his tracksuit top. I think it's that's what it was, I think.
Yeah, but Saints have possession from the scrum. Gus O'Donnell at the acting halfback, onto Shane Cooper, onto Vivas, moving it out wide. Laughlin tried to drive through the Widnes cover, but a good tackle there. Devereaux came in. John Neal looking for support, tries to shrug the tacklers off. Christian Tyler coming in. The ball is well, I don't know whether it was stolen or not, but it's a very grey area. But Widnes now back in possession. Harvey Howard knocked it forward there, and the referee finally blowing up for the knock-on. Obviously a grey area there, Gary, when John Neal had the ball, or whichever player has the ball, and then it comes loose. But the referee allowed play to go on there.
Yes, it's a difficult one with the way the law stands at the moment. Sometimes a player can just be looking to cover the ball and even accidentally knock it, and it goes to ground. And the referee has to make a decision on it. I think you just saw Harvey Howard take his eye off the ball there as St Helens come forward. Great break by Chris Joint, and lying on at the play of the ball by Paul Hume, looking to slow things down a bit. In fact, indicating the use of the elbow as well, I think, Mr. Ollerton, and perhaps a chance to put 2 points on the board.
Yes, Hume coming in. A fine competitor, the Hume brothers. They've been at Widnes quite a number of seasons, and they always give their all, and they play the game hard and tough, and sometimes they're adjudged to have gone in over the top. It didn't look all that much as we were just viewing it at the first attempt. Obviously we don't get an action replay, do we, Gary? We've just got to call it as we see it. We don't have the benefit like the big boys on the telly, and even then they can't make a right decision, can they? But it's a chance for Steve Prescott to open the score in, possibly. Taking over the goal-kicking role from Paul Laughlin. 15 goals he's kicked Prescott before this afternoon. That one goes to the right, it doesn't even go dead. Widnes take it in the ring goal area, immediately lose the ball. Cooper snapped it up. Saints back on the attack now. 8 metres from the line. John Neal coming through at pace. He takes 2 and 3 big tacklers, but the ball's loose again. There must be a lot of reaping, yes. Reaping is the indication. He's going in there, he goes in hard, John Neal. We certainly miss John Neal when he is out, and unfortunately we've got a few injuries besides John Neal. He's just come back out. He didn't play against Wigan. He's been trouble with flu, but we've still got Kevin Ward, John Harrison, Tira Patty, Alan Hunt, George Mann and Bernard Dwyer out injured. But John Neal, he goes through there. He's always looking to get this ball out. He's looking for the support in play. The ball was adjudged to have been reached out, and it's a penalty to the Saints.
Yes, I think perhaps Paul Moriarty looking to make up for losing that ball, and may have just been a bit too over-enthusiastic. It's difficult for us to say from here if it was pinched or not. Even Mr. Ollerton had to look to his touch judge, and obviously that's the decision that's been given. But an awful mistake by Paul Moriarty off that missed conversion. Simple drive out, forwards job, basics. But as he hit the deck, he lost the ball, and it's not very windy down there, but Prescott's having a bit of difficulty getting the ball to stand up.
Yes, and quite a decent crowd assembled here this afternoon, Gary, considering both teams haven't been shaping too well, and with the Saints feeling the full cosh at Central Park on Boxing Day. But it's Steve Prescott looking to open the scoring. He gets it right this time, puts 2 points on the board, 6.5 minutes gone, and Saints in the lead by 2 points to 0. Bobby Goulding from the centre spot. Deep kick. Well taken there. Steve Prescott back just after converting that penalty award. Takes it well. Having a good run in the first team, and let's hope that quite a few of these youngsters that's coming through in the A team will get their chance. Eric Hughes, he's been in charge of the academy. He knows what the lads are capable of. He's saying he's hoping that some of the players there are going to be the backbone of this club within 3 or 4 years, and maybe before then, because there's some good talent there in the academy and in the A team. Anthony Sullivan beating the first line of defence, quickly covered up there by Christian Tyrer, also Andy Ireland. The ball kicked through. Stuart Spruce, well, did he touch it? He's got to go back and play it. Saints defence comes in, but Spruce comes round. Oh, super tackle by Nicholl, drives in.
Yeah, it's a big hit by Sonny Nicholl on Stuart Spruce. He's been out for a couple of weeks as well with a damaged ankle. This is his first game back, and he'll be looking to prove that he is fully match fit and hopefully last the distance. So Widnes not really had a major attack, and again Goulding settles for the kick, and it's another good one. Again puts Saints back inside that 20-metre zone. Obviously, I think, Ronnie, that's the tactic that Widnes are looking to employ, at least in the opening stages, just keep St Helens penned down.
Yes, they certainly are, Gary, and Goulding's the one to do it, isn't he? He's a master tactician. He's a fiery character as well, obviously. He's got to keep his temper. There was rumours about him, obviously, leaving Widnes. He said he was going to come down here, going to stop down here. He comes from round this area. He's been at Wigan and at Leeds, but he's there. He's just got to settle down, get on with the job. He's only a youngster. He's only about 21, 22, is he, Gary? And you know, he's certainly an asset to any side as long as he can keep his cool. But Saints have possession. Chris Joint, he moves it up. Christian Tyrer comes in. Now it's Andy Dannett, and here's another forward, Dannett, that's obviously getting his chance in the first team. With the injury to Kevin Ward, and Tommy Hodgkinson pushing the tacklers off. Well, attempted spear there by Harvey Howard, but Hodgkinson gets up. Now it's Sonny Nicholl. Moriarty comes in and meets him straight away. Solid tackling by Widnes. Moriarty not had the best of luck in the professional game, but Tommy Hodge again taking it on his own. Obviously plan B didn't come right there. But the physio here coming on, not for Widnes, that is, not doing any treating, but actually passing messages. Well, she's on again. She's not even got a sponge or anything in her hand. But Stuart Spruce has the ball.
Widnes coming forward. I think Lynn Gaskell, the Widnes physio, though, was just making up an extra line of defence in case Saints threw the ball out. As John Deverell comes forward, big, powerful Widnes centre. Carl Hammond, the youngster, come up from the A team this season, one of the many Widnes youngsters who've been called on in the emergency, which beset Widnes in the closed season. Bobby Goulding looks for support, gets the ball out. Hume keeps it alive for Milo. Nowhere to go. Put down 10 metres inside the St Helens half. Harvey Howard now, first chance for Howard to move with the ball, and he beats the first man. Knocked off Paul Hume in the process, and takes Widnes to the final tackle, and that ball flew out. Well, the touch judge on the far side has awarded a penalty. That's a silly penalty to give away there. Tommy Hodgkinson is adjudged to have stolen the ball. Again, obviously, the camera will pick that up better than we can see from here, but the touch judge had his eye on the ball, and Ronnie, that's a silly penalty to give away. It was the last tackle, and it gives Widnes a chance now to equal the scores.
Yes, well, maybe it was a silly penalty, Gary. I don't know. Just before you actually, the referee, he gave the penalty, I noticed that you said it was throughout. But whether that was your opinion at the time, I wasn't actually watching at the play of the ball. We knew it was the sixth tackle. It's with her again, Gary. It's a grey area, and a lot of professionalism comes into this with the players. They might lose the ball, try and cod the referee. Maybe he codded him on this occasion, but it's a chance for Goulding to level the scores up, as you say. He lofts it well there. It looks good from this angle. The touch judges raise the flag, and 2 points to Widnes. So Gus O'Donnell will restart. The score's all tied, 2 points apiece, nothing in it. Anything can happen here. So Gus O'Donnell over to the main stand side. Is it too deep? Well, it is too deep. Goulding, I think it was, that was over there. Lets the ball go into directly into touch. So that constitutes a penalty for Widnes. If they wish, they could go for goal, but I think they'll kick for ground advantage. It's Christian Tyrer in possession, and he's going to go for advantage. A bad mistake from the kick-off, but puts Whitwell. A bad mistake from Widnes there, Gary. Well, it looked like a knock-on in the in-goal area. So David Lyon making a mistake there, Gary, after Saints got off the hook.
Well, 3 mistakes, one after the other there. The initial kick into touch. I thought Bobby Goulding might have fancied his chances at having a goal for goal off the halfway line, but Tyler, given the job of kicking for touch, he made a hash of it. And then the St Helens player, looking to field the ball, made an equal mess of things. So hopefully, from Widnes' point of view, they should end up with possession. The ball taken by Paul Moriarty on the halfway line. He surges forward, a big handoff by Moriarty, manages to get the ball out as well. Hadley steps inside, powers forward onto that 20-metre line. Harvey Howard's looking to hit the sticks this way, and that's the way the ball comes. Howard, I think, maybe on the verge of resolving the dispute that's overshadowed his season this year. Goulding gets the ball out for Milo, can't hang on to it. It nearly bounced back for Seni for Milo, but I think the knock-on will stand anyway, so possession should go back to St Helens. The first chance of attack for Widnes, and it comes to nothing. 13 minutes into the game, and not too much for either set of fans to shout about yet.
Over it's a scrum down Saints' feed, and Gus O'Donnell shouldn't have any problem if he takes this, as he does. Saints take the scrums 5-2 on my sheet. Sullivan comes in field, quickly dispatched to the earth. Hume's not too pleased with the tackle, but Shane Cooper brings it away quickly. Cooper, the loose forward, the captain, the master tactician. On to John Neal, pushes the tattlers off. John Griffiths backs him up, he flicks the ball up to Nicol. He takes it well, it's out to Beavers. He's got Prescott on his right. Beavers now drawing the ball. Beavers comes inside. David Lyon was impeded. That's going to be a penalty to the Saints, and that could be an obstruction try. I don't think it's going to be given, but brilliant break by Beavers and Gary. Prescott on his right, support on his left. David Lyon was pulled back, the penalty was awarded. Widnes penalised for encroaching, and it's going to be another penalty. What will Shane Cooper do?
Well, I think he's going to go for goal. I'm surprised though that Mr. Ollerton didn't allow play to go on off that second penalty, because Saints had a massive line out here. There was only 2 Widnes players out on this side, and I think that's why the Widnes players underneath the sticks did put themselves in an offside position. And I'm sure that Mr. Ollerton may have played advantage and Saints could have scored, but as it is, the penalty should be an easy 2 points. Superb break, as you say. The Widnes defence seemed to be in a bit of confusion with itself. There were players pointing left, right and centre, but nobody was making the tackle. So a chance for St Helens to put another 2 points on the board, and they've certainly shaken Widnes at the moment. Prescott 10 metres out, under the sticks, and it sails over the dots. 4 points to 2 for St Helens. 15 minutes gone.
Brilliant break by Beavers. Support from Prescott on his right. Inside support from David Lyon. Lyon pulled down. Could have perhaps been a penalty try, but it wasn't awarded. Widnes move up offside, and Saints take the 2 points. They're back in possession as Widnes kick off. They're in the lead 4 points to 2. 16 and a half minutes gone. And Saints moving it out. Andy Darrett has Widnes come in to complete the tackle. I heard you say before, Gary, on about Harvey Howard resolving his problems. He's a much sought after forward, but Saints don't it out now. Oh, terrible ball off Chris Joint. Meant for Paul Laughlin. I mean, he's about 6'3", Paul Laughlin, but he couldn't take that one. Obviously, quickness of the hands was meaningful there, Gary, but definitely too high there. With perhaps a chance of squeezing up the touchline.
Yes, definitely a chance of that had been a good ball, and unfortunately for St Helens as well, Sullivan had come inside off the wing, so he wasn't even there to pick up the loose ball, and it goes into touch. Christian Tyler takes the ball inside that 22-metre zone for Widnes. John Devereux steps forward, he's looking for the gap, there's nothing there. Devereux will just have to take the tackle. Steve McCurry, Andy Ireland, another Widnes youngster who's come well into the side this season. A run around with McCurry to Familo. Nothing comes. Golding switches to the blind side. Willie kick, he slips the ball inside. Hammond's going across the pitch. He's looking for support. He can't get the ball out. Stuart Spruce, McCurry. McCurry looks for the line. There's only one place Steve McCurry wants to go. Almost found a gap in that Saints wall. The final tackle for Widnes, Harvey Howard. Well, Ronnie, that's what happens when you get a prop forward attempting to act as a pivot.
Yes, the turnover is given. Saints restart it. Chris Joint comes away with it. He's brought down on the 20-metre line. John Neal powering upfield. Widnes urged to get back on side by the impartial Saints spectators as Andy Dannett drives it upfield. Certainly a good game, nothing in it, only 4 points to 2 in Saints' favour. As Sonny Nicol comes in off a short ball for Joe Griffith. On to Phil Beavers, he got the ball away. Prescott's with him again. Beavers takes the tackle. Prescott was covered on the outside by Hadley. It's Saints running riot now. Quick hands is the order of the day. Overlap on the left. David Lyon linking up. Oh, Lyon takes the tackle from McCurry. Two men on his left, Laughlin and Sullivan, but Lyon took the tackle. Chipped through by Chris Joint. The Widnes knocked the ball dead. No, the ball had gone directly dead and Golding wants to play it quickly. Well, it's Hume that gets it away and Widnes back in possession.
Yes, desperate stuff by Widnes. A superb tackle it was by Steve McCurry that saved the day. You wondered if that ball had gone out since Helens had a 2-to-1 overlap. The Widnes cover defence was scrambling across for Milo, now powers forward. Widnes looking to get to that halfway line. But two superb breaks by St Helens, and we all know that Saints are capable of coming from their own half. Excellent handling, and it's got Widnes back on the heels at the moment. Even the attack now for Widnes for the second, slightly disorganised. Bobby Golding does the wise thing and again kicks deep, and the ball goes into touch just about 11 metres out. But now Widnes have got to tighten this defence up here. I think it's just the last minute slip pass which is finding the gap in the Widnes defensive wall.
Yes, it's an excellent game, Gary. You don't take your eyes off it for a second. It's end-to-end stuff. Saints nearly squeezing in at the corner. Excellent tackle by McCurry, as you say, stopping David Lyon. O'Donnell feed. Saints move it out again. Griffiths and O'Donnell are working well, and young Golding and Christian Tyre are working well in Widnes. We know Hume, the season campaigner, at loose forward, but now it's O'Donnell. Well, high tackle indicated. Is it Hume that's in there, Gary? But certainly didn't look anything in that from this angle, did there? And not a lot of crowd support for the high tackle.
Oh, well, I don't suppose the referee can win it, but Andy Ireland and Hume together in at the tackle didn't seem to be anything fairly innocuous tackle. But now David Lyons breaks away. A last-ditch tackle halts his progress, with a chance for Saints to power forward again.
Yes, Cooper in possession, but Widnes moving in exceptionally quickly. Tommy Hodd, attacking halfback. Griffiths out to Chris Joint, looking for the gap. Oh, excellent tackle there by Tyra. Just got Joint. Familo comes in and lends the extra 15 stone. Now to Dannett, out to Tommy Hodkinson. O'Donnell, on to Nicol. Certainly the Saints right-wing partnership of Beavers and Prescott has been paying dividends in as much as breaking this afternoon. A chip through there for O'Donnell. Prescott following it up, but the ball finds touch on the Widnes 20-metre line. Both the Widnes substitutes warming up. Perhaps they're just keeping them warm just in case they're needed. But Saints, they're peppering the ball upfield, and let's hope they can keep Widnes in or round about their own 20-metre area. It's going to be Widnes feed.
Yes, I'm not sure if Sonny Familo may have taken a knock. He took an awful long time to get over to that scrum, and he seems to be having difficulty getting back with the Widnes defensive line. But we'll have to keep an eye on that as Widnes look to come away from their own half. Devereux tackled well. Excellent tackle by Loughlin. Devereux couldn't get the ball out. Stuart Spruce, the danger man, when in possession, he just slips there. Harvey Howard is on his own, but he's going to put his head down, spins in the tackle, a technique which he appears to be perfecting. I think he learnt a lot off Kurt Sorensen. Mr. Ollerton just looking there to see if there was a knock on him. That there wasn't. The kick goes dead. That will be a tap on the St Helens 20-metre line. 22 minutes into this game, and as you say, Donny, you just can't take your eyes off it. Anything can happen.
Yes, watch this space, as they say. Andy Dannett now, driving the ball up. Solid tackling for Milo in. He's an excellent competitor for Milo. He's not the biggest of forwards, but he puts some good runs together, block-busting runs. But unfortunately, Saints George Mann out for about 6 weeks. He's been in a rich vein of form, but took a leg injury. Phil Weaver's there, solidly tackled by Moriarty and Hume. Cooper along the line, O'Donnell, Chris Joint running out wide again, looking for that half gap. He just can't get through Joint. There's some solid tackling there, and it's young Christian Tyler again for Milo, wrapping him up also. Griffiths on to Loughlin, he comes in field, backs into the tackle. Last tackle of the sequence now. Tommy Hodgkinson moves it right. John Griffiths is going to be taken in possession. Well, it's the ball was lost. It was kicked forward by John Griffiths, but unfortunately Saints planned ploy, taken off the rails by a quick Widnes, and Hume comes away with it. Saints penalised for offside, are they? Yes, they are. The referee Ollerton moving up quickly. Saints going to bring on a substitute now.
Yes, Steve Prescott's coming off, and Ian Pickavance is coming on. I can only assume that Prescott must be injured. He seems to be limping as he makes his way over towards the touchline. Widnes wait to take the penalty. Good defence, putting pressure on the kicker. And Bobby Golding has decided to go for the conversion of the penalty about, well, just under 10 metres inside the St Helens half. 40 odd metres distance to kick. A chance to equalise. 24 minutes gone in the game. The Widnes physio's on the pitch. There seems to be some concern about one of the Widnes players. I can't work out who it is at the moment, as Golding still waits for the kick. It's high. Has it got the target? Superb kick by Bobby Golding. That's a classic. 4 points each. 25 minutes gone, and we're back where we started. Widnes not having too much of the possession, not making too many gaps in the St Helens line, but managing to cling on and keep the scores level. And now that substitution finally is able to take place.
Yes, it looks as though he's got a bit of a hip injury there, Gary, but only time will tell. Saints kick off. Widnes will level the scores with that Golding penalty goal, 4 points apiece. And Moriarty coming through. Widnes in possession just outside their own 20-metre area.
Paul Hume drives forward. He never goes any other way but forward, Paul Hume. He's only got one direction on his steering wheel. Semi for Milo, can't break the tackle. Widnes need a little bit of individual magic off somebody. This St Helens defence is holding on very well at the moment. Andy Ireland flicked that ball out, but John Devereux with nothing to do there had to take the tackle. Harvey Howard comes again. That's a big handoff by Harvey Howard on Tommy Hodgkinson. Golding, well, I thought Steve McCurry was going to pass the ball. He flicks a long one out. That came off a St Helens player, so it's back to one. David Myers tackled by the touchline. 21 metres out for Milo. Takes that ball up to the 20-metre line. Can't break the St Helens defensive wall, but Widnes inside that 20-metre zone. Bobby Golding comes short, dummies the inside ball. He's looking for the runner. Gets the ball out. Moriarty, well, a dodgy pass, but he gets away with it. and Carl Hammond eventually has to take the tackle. Widnes not making too much ground in that play, and Andy Ireland, the short ball off Steve McCurry, another quick passing into play, good handling by Widnes. Just a metre short. Now Bobby Golding, what's he going to do here? Dummies, short ball, nothing there for Carl Hammond. There wasn't even half a gap for Hammond. The final tackle. Now the kick for Myers will come in here. Loughlin takes it well. But that's the best spell of attack that we've seen by Widnes this afternoon.
Yes, an excellent spell there, Gary. I'm very pleased to say they didn't make it count as far as I'm concerned. But Saints back in possession. And the referee penalising the Saints and penalising Widnes, I beg your pardon, and penalising Andy Ireland for reaping the ball out at the play the ball. But a good spell of attack, even though, in my impartial opinion, as a Saints spectator and a commentator, I thought there was a couple of forward passes that the referee missed. But we'll allow him an odd one or two, won't we? Tommy Hodgkinson for the Saints, attacked in half-back. Gus O'Donnell on to John Neal. 27 minutes of the game gone, 4 points apiece. He's the score. Tommy Hodgkinson comes up with possession, gets the ball away to Shane Cooper. Now with John Griffiths into space, right up the centre, but a good tackle again by Gooding. But Saints wants a quick play the ball, they get it. Now with Shane Cooper, the instigator. He moves it upfield, inside the Widnes 20-metre area. Come on, you Saints, is the cry. Out to Sonny Nicol. Nicol chips it through. Can he score? Oh, is it a try? It must be a try. Yes, it is a try. The referee points to the spot. Sonny is the cry as Nicol went over. He took it out well. Saints moved it upfield quickly. It went to Nicol, he chipped it through. Unfortunately, Stuart Bruce fumbled it. Nicol followed it up and got the touchdown before the ball went dead. Well, I don't think it actually did go dead, but full marks to Nicol, chipped it through there, followed it up. The opening try of this afternoon's campaign.
So Loughlin, in the absence of young Steve Prescott, takes the kick. Excellent kick it is, sails over. So St Helens now lead by a converted score, and Widnes with a bit of a uphill battle as we come into just 10 minutes before the half-time interval.
Yes, excellently converted by Paul Loughlin. Prescott in the last few games has been given the goal-kicking duties. Loughlin, prolific scorer for the Saints. Unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, just lacking a little bit of confidence as of lately, but he's an excellent player, international centre three-quarter. Let's hope now, with Eric Hughes at the helm, that Paul Loughlin can regain some of his confidence. The ball from the kick-off going into touch via one bounce. So it's scrum down 10 metres from the Saints line. Gus O'Donnell should feed it. Puts the Saints maybe under a little bit of pressure. Obviously a 50-50 chance at the scrum. Should get it, because it usually goes in the back row, doesn't it? But here we go, John Griffiths is the pivot. Pickerban's now coming on for Prescott, and Pickerban stopping on the wing. He's a big lad. Started off in the centres. He has played the wing for Swinton, but he's usually used in the forwards, in the second row here at St Helens. And they've left him out on the wing, and I'm sure he's got quite a bit of pace, and he'll do the job. It's a case now, Gary, of these players. They've got to be multi-talented, they've got to fill in lots of positions, and that's the sign of a good league player, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. You've got to play anywhere. If you want to get your game in this competitive sport, you'll play where you're picked. St Helens on the final tackle, a kick comes in. Shouldn't be too difficult for David Myers, but that's what I was going to say about Stuart Bruce 5 minutes ago. Familo has to go at half-back, and Widnes players seem to turn the back on that play of the ball, and I think it was only sending Familo aware that the ball was about to be played, in fact. Bobby Golding, Moriarty, now what can he do? Not a lot on that occasion. McCurry scampers away himself from the half-back, he's looking for support. Good ball out to Paul Hume, tackled well by Vivers. A low tackle with Sonny Nicol just coming in to complete the tackle up top. Bobby Golding Tyler the dummies, finds half a gap for himself, gets support from John Devereux. Now he's just got the full back to beat. Superb tackle, but good support by Bobby Golding. Gets the ball out to Myers. He can't go down Sullivan. He looks to support, and there is support. And, well, a forward pass is given. Great support by Adrian Hadley all the way from that left wing. Well, I might be biased, but I was shouting there, thinking that Widnes had scored. I must have missed that one.
Oh, well, I didn't see the forward pass there, Gary, I must admit. Whether he actually slid over the line or what, I don't know, with the ball, but the try is ruled out. Saints have possession from the scrum. 5-4, I think, taking the scrums. But an excellent piece of work there by Widnes as they moved it down. Golding backing up. He took a leg injury there as he came through. But good work by Widnes. Saints have possession. They want to quick play the ball. John Neal, fuller running, drives it up, looking for support. He gets it away to Tommy Hodgkinson, who drives it up the centre, but Moriarty tails him and brings him down just short of the halfway line. Referee Ollerton looking to his right, wants the Widnes players onside. Loughlin moving over there to the right. Devereux heavily involved in that movement earlier on, as you've probably realised. Devereux, he has got number 4, left centre position on his back, but he's playing over here on the right centre with Myers. But Hadley covering a lot of ground there, coming over backing his other wingman. Saints put it upfield, and Hadley has possession now.
He's having a good season, Adrian Hadley, and he gets that ball out well to Stuart Spruce. Spruce looks to the gap, he's put his head down. A great run by Stuart Spruce, just teasing the defence there, making them guess which way he was about to go. And the St Helens penalised. Chris Joint a bit slow getting up. I think that's another one of those rules of the game where 50-50 decisions can go one way or the other. It's difficult to see if the player is actually lying on. Sometimes it can take you a while to get up out of a tackle, especially with a big forward. And speaking of which, Andy Ireland comes in. Widnes 10 metres just over inside the St Helens half. Harvey Howard takes that ball high, flicks out to Christian Tyler. There's not too much on for Widnes. Paul Hume from Milo looks to the gap. Sonny Nicol from Milo almost gets there, just brought down by Nicol. Widnes again go to that far side. Moriarty flicks out a good ball. Devereux claims, I think, that he was impeded. Mr. Ollerton allows play to go on. I think John Devereux claiming that he was fouled as he went to take that ball. But pick advance comes away for St Helens, and there you see the power that Ronnie was talking about before.
Yes, and pick advance there. As a penalty awarded for holding him down. But he drove through there, he broke through 2 Widnes tacklers. Obviously there, this holding down. They all do it. They even tell you. You listen to Joe Lydon with Ray French on the BBC. Obviously not as good as myself and Gary on this video, but they say that they do hold down. They do it for as long as they feel fit, but obviously it's the referee's interpretation. But Saints have possession. They're in the lead by 10 points to 4. 5 minutes to the interval. Saints in possession, obviously, and looking to extend the lead. Of course, O'Donnell and Griffiths working the loop movement, the crisscross movement inside to Cooper. Oh, just losing his foot in there as Harvey Howard came through. Now with John Neal, good drive into the Widnes 20-metre area. Widnes forced to defend. Saints on the attack. Is it the last tackle of the sequence, or is he just trying to get them onside? Andy Dannett has it. Saints keep the ball going. Hodgkinson onto Chris Joint, looking for support. It's back to Cooper. He changes the direction, moves it over to the right. Moriarty comes in, takes him high. Well, it's the last tackle. Griffiths now runs it, chips it. Oh, but Widnes spread it well. Was it from Milo that took it well? He didn't know he had it, Gary, but he spread it quickly, didn't he?
Yes, it was like a hot potato. He suddenly found it in his hands and he got shut of it. Quick, smart. Gives Widnes a chance to come away, and Paul Hume comes out being held down there by Tommy Cooper, as Paul likes to call him. Great sense of humour, the two Humes, remember up here, I think on New Year's Day last year, commentating with me, making up names for the St Helens players. As McCurry is put down, Stuart Spruce has taken a knock, he's down off the ball, getting some attention off the Widnes physio for Milo. but this St Helens defence most of the time has been superb. Milo lost the ball. Tyler complains that it was pinched. A knock-on is given.
Like that. Griffiths into a gap. Girard pushes off the defence. He's driving for the line. He's Lyon with him. Yes, and Lyon under the sticks. A superb try by the Saints. And what a try! Under the sticks, and that'll kill Widnes off before the interval. 3 minutes to the half-time interval there, and David Lyon goes over. Well, you can put that try down to Griffiths. Saints won the scrum just inside the Widnes half. It was Griffiths that took the ball, took it over, tried to draw the Widnes defence in, and successfully did so. He drove through, he was looking for support. David Lyon came on the inside. He took it cleanly and went over under the sticks. Well, Lachlan just composing himself. Strikes it well, yes, no problem. 6 points for the Saints, he makes the score 16 points to 4. Unfortunately, Gary, Widnes caught cold there. John Griffiths, excellent play, went to draw the defence, successfully did, good support play, and 6 points for the Saints.
Yes, well, I did say in my big mouth that it could be a final chance for Saints to mount an attack and score before half-time, and they did just that. I think Stuart Spruce was struggling with that ankle injury, and he couldn't keep up. Widnes were lacking the cover. Hadley chased well, Myers chased well, but the support play off David Lyons was good enough, and a superb long-distance try, and that's what the type of thing that we have come to associate with St Helens over the seasons.
Yes, and let's hope we have some more of it, Gary. As far as I'm concerned, we need to start off the new year under a new regime of Eric Hughes. We need to build our confidence up, and obviously Widnes not playing too well, low down in the division. Unfortunately, they've had lots of troubles, loads of players on the transfer list. Well, not on the transfer list, they've actually been transferred. A side that's been decimated, allegedly by this contract system. But Saints losing the ball, Widnes have possession. Shane Cooper went for it, it's all on. Gus O'Donnell comes away with it. Sonny Nicholl was there, but he couldn't give it him. There's an injured player down there, the referee quickly, 2 Widnes players injured. But obviously a funny decision there, the referee allowed play to go on, and unfortunately 2 injured players, Gary.
Yes, the kick was not fair enough, and the Widnes players just stopped. I thought Harvey Howard could have pounced on the ball, but he just looked at Mr Ollerton to see what the decision was. St Helens kept going and came up in possession, and I think 2 Widnes players with a clash of heads there. I think that's Christian Tyler down injured. In fact, it may be his shoulder that Lynn Gaskell is just having a look at there. And I think a good play by Mr Ollerton to immediately stop the game when there's 2 players down like that. It's not worth taking any chances, and I'm sure that this time will be added on. We're now actually into stoppage time in the first half, and St Helens 16 points to 4. In fact, the scoreboard clock says that there's a minute left to play in this half. My stopwatch says we're into stoppage time, so St Helens to play the ball. Another chance to attack. David Lyons, the scorer of that try, which has put St Helens in this commanding position.
Yes, it was Andy Ireland that took the knock. I thought it was Christian Tyler, but when he got up, you can see he was built like a brick outhouse, isn't he, Ireland? But it's Saints that have the possession, as you say, Gary, playing in stoppage time. A minute of stoppage time played. Saints in a commanding, should I say, 16 points to 4 lead. But there's Griffith, Tommy Hodgkinson, I beg your pardon. I thought it was Griffith. Good work by Hodgkinson. Oh, Chris Joyce drops it. Saints moving it out quickly, and there's the half-time hooter. Saints in the lead, as I'm just saying, 16 points to 4. Equal 2 penalties apiece from Prescott and Golding up to the 24th minute, and then 4 minutes later Sonny Nicholl following a grubber kick, his own grubber kick through. That was goal by Paul Lachlan after Prescott had gone off injured. 3 minutes before the interval, David Lyon following up a good break by John Griffiths. That was goal by Lachlan right under the sticks. Half-time 16-4, an uphill battle, Gary, but they're certainly capable of coming back, Widnes, aren't they?
Yes, they can score some good tries themselves. Phil Lauder's got a lot to do at half-time. He's got to get the players motivated, but I'm sure we've got a splendid second half in prospect.
Welcome back for the second half of the Stonesbitter League clash. Saints in the lead by 16 points to 4. A couple of mentions before we get underway for Jack Morris in C stand. It's his 70th birthday. We're not quite sure of the date, and I'm sure Jack doesn't want to remember either. But it's round about this time. He's been an ardent Saints supporter for about 60 years. Best wishes from all family and friends, and your grandson Gary, who asked me to give you a mention. And another mention, a lady here that's come for the first time, or I shouldn't say come for the first time, should I? I should say attended the Saints match for the first time. It's Barbara Vos. First game for 20 odd years. It's going to be a new hobby for her. She's retired from St Helens Ford. She's not retired because of her age. She's only about 45 or something like that, I would imagine, around about my age. But best wishes to Barbara. Hope she enjoys this afternoon's match, and that's best wishes from husband Billy. Billy, an old school pal of mine. So Barbara both there, attending her first game for 20 odd years. Anyway, back with you for the second half. Saints in the lead by 16 points to 4. Let's hope, as far as I'm concerned, they can get early points on the board, because I think that would put paid to this Widnes side for this afternoon. Gus O'Donnell gets us underway.
And Paul Moriarty takes the first drive in for Widnes. Phil Ladd will have had a lot of talking to do at half-time. Knock-on is given. Second one that Moriarty's lost in similar circumstances. He looks claiming that the ball was stolen. I must admit, I take my eye off the game for the second just to set my stopwatch, so I can't comment on that, but it gives St Helens a chance, and I think, as Ronnie said, an early score here would kill the game.
And it's David Lyon linking up, gives the dummy, takes the tackle. I think you've got a substitute on him. Your Spruce is off, and who's come on, Gary?
Sarsfield.
Mark Sarsfield, but it's Saints in possession. Paul Loughlin bringing it crossfield, trying to draw in the defence. He turned the ball in field. An early score is essential. No doubt Eric Hughes' team talk at half-time. Quietly spoken man, but he's been an excellent player in his time as Hodgkinson out to John Griffiths, who's played excellently this afternoon, and Griffiths still driving for the line. 5 metres short. Hodgkinson attacked in half-back, looking for the runners. Dannett out to Cooper, chips it through. Yes, Beavers! Oh, superb try! He's given offside! Oh, he must be joking! Offside, he's given an accurate pinpoint kick there from Shane Cooper. I know you won't agree with me, Gary, but I don't think he was offside there. He went through well, Beavers, beat the Widnes defence, but it's no try.
Well, at the risk of agreeing with Ronnie, I would say that was a dubious decision. He may have been joking, because some of the Widnes speckers in the crowd were certainly had a smile on the face after that decision, but you could say that was an escape for Widnes, and it saved their chances of staying in this game, because certainly if St Helens score so early on, I think we can say it's all over. Widnes nearly again lost the ball there. John Devereux hurt himself as he fell, twisted his ankle, I think. And it'll be interesting to see the Widnes lineup. I think that Sarsfield has gone to centre. St Helens penalised for being offside. Had to play the ball. Sarsfield's gone to the centre position, I think. It's difficult to see who's at full back at the moment. It may be Carl Hammond. He did play there a couple of weeks ago when Stuart Spruce originally got that knock on his ankle and had to come off. It was Carl Hammond that went to the full back spot, but Harvey Howard drives forward. John Devereux still getting some attention, now making his way back to the Widnes line and the island. It's all up to the big props at the moment. The line isn't that good for Widnes. Senny Milo is infield, and then there's about a 20-yard gap. It's a long ball out, not the best of balls, but Golding does well to take it. Carl Hammond goes back in field. There's a gap up for Milo. That's where he goes. Oh, Paul Moriarty, if he'd taken that ball, would have been in, I think. He went through a gap, but his hands let him down again, not having the best of days. And Ian Ollenton there for the second almost looked as if he was about to let play go on. He just checked with the touch judge and awarded the knock-on finally.
Yes, I thought he was going to let play go on, Gary. But as you say, he looked to the touch judge, and they came up with a decision. And the decision was a knock-on. It certainly looked a knock-on from here, but you never know, do you? Saints win possession. O'Donnell brings it infield. Griffiths takes it and goes on to the blind side. Still 14 points, 16 points to 4. Janet's bursting. Is it Janet bursting through? John Neal, Shane Cooper's up there and about. Well, John Griffiths has it back. It's touched the Widnes player. It was nearly intercepted as Saints John Neal tried to spread it out. A knock-on indicated. It certainly looked a bit suspect at the play of the ball. But Chris Joint came up with it, but the ball knocked forward. Tommy Hodgkinson, I think, a little mistake there, and it gives Widnes a chance of ball possession from the scrum just outside the 20-metre area.
I'll tell you what, Lonnie, there's a tremendous atmosphere here. Paul Hume eventually allowed to play on, the ball went through his legs. The atmosphere here, it's like a cup tie, and some of the players, I think, just getting caught up in things as David Myers looks to go on the outside, tackled for Milo. Well, we've seen all sorts of mistakes here today, both sides losing lots of possession. Golding, the dummy, through the play of the ball now, Andy Ireland, but the Saints line stood well for Milo. He's going for that line, and amazing, a setting for Milo, scored. Well, that's unbelievable. That just came out of nothing. Widnes kept the ball alive. Andy Ireland tried to go back through the line of the play of the ball. The Saints defence was good, but a pass out saw for Milo, scampered over. He spotted a gap, and he used that little bit of power. He's only a short man, but he's a very strong fella. And Widnes, well, they're back in this game. It's 16 points to 8.
Yes, the 1992-93 tri-tape is out. 90 minutes of pulsating action. Tries galore from your Saints team. We've had 2 excellent tries this afternoon, and if you buy the Saints tri-tape available, either contacting me or through the souvenir shop, £14.99, and I'm sure you'll be pleased with it. Go and see Marion in the souvenir shop. Lovely woman, Marion. She will attend to your every whim. Tell her I sent you. Anyway, Widnes in possession. 16 points to 8 the score.
Thank you. That was just a word from our sponsors there. Thanks very much to Donny for that. And obviously the Widnes tape's available in the club shop or directly from Michael on video. Just to get my word in, and Harvey Howard breaks away there. He's got Myers in support. There was a man on Myers. Howard, I think, made the right decision there, because Sullivan was right alongside Myers. Myers complaining that he was impeded, and Widnes have lost the ball in that tackle. So a promising attack comes to nothing once again.
Yeah, it's good break by Widnes, but it come to nothing. Saints back in possession. John Neal powering it down, and it's essential that Saints get points on the board. 16-8 the score. John Griffith, short ball to Janet. He breaks through, he's looking for support. Nickel was with him. For Milo, just keeping him out. But Saints drive again. Tommy Hodgkinson from the acting half-back position. Well, Tommy Hodgkinson and John Griffiths look quite similar out there on the park. It's now to Gus O'Donnell. He puts a tester up. Christian Tyrer moves to the full-back berth. He's winded his way through. He's brought down on the 20-metre line. Widnes in possession. Certainly exciting. We've had nearly 8 minutes of the second half with just that one score to Widnes.
Widnes seems to be a lot more fired up in this half. They're looking to keep the ball alive better. The support plays better. Andy Ireland again comes into that gap. And as Ronnie said, it's Christian Tyler that's actually gone to full-back, and Carl Hammond to stand off. The ball pulled away. Well, the touch judge on the far side has indicated a knock-on. I think there's some fancy handwork going on down there. Widnes seems to be losing a lot of possession, and the referee is awarding knock-ons. I'm sure some of it must be a bit of the hand is quicker than the eye of a few of these wily St Helens players.
Well, it's Ireland. He's having an excellent game, but he was pouncing about there, Gary, and instead of getting on with the game, looking for the penalty, and unfortunately, as far as he's concerned, he paid the penalty. Saints come away with it. Phil Beavers has it right in front of our commentary position. Some solid tackling there. It's now with Ian Pickervance driving it through. Big lad Pickervance out on the wing. Let's see what he can do. Now with John Neal taking it up centre field. Powerhouse forward, Neal. Big Cumbrian forward. And he's certainly coming on a bundle. Griffiths. Cooper looking for the gap. Beavers, all good answer, Lyon. Well, the ball looked a little bit forward there as Pickervance picked it up, yes. The idea was right. Quick hands was the order of the day. And we're back down in this corner again. Well, we've had 2 tries, well, 2 disallowed tries, Gary. But it's a scrum down now with Goulding to feed.
Yes, quick hands it was by St Helens. Fortunately for Widnes, the final pass was forward. It was a bad pass anyway. And Widnes escape, but certainly exciting stuff and a great start to the new year. One of these sides will be having a happy new year for 1994. Both sides badly need a win. St Helens need to bounce back from that defeat by Wigan. Widnes need to get back to winning ways after 3 straight defeats, and Harvey Howard, well, he seems to have come out certainly fired up for this second half. A dodgy ball back, but it's picked up by Devereux and play allowed to go on. Devereux tackled well by Sullivan, who flies in off the wing. The final tackle, Widnes still hemmed in their own half. Golding gets the kick in. It's fielded, and St Helens come back on the attack. Because that Phil Beaver's almost got through there, just caught. David Lyon just caught by the scruff of the neck.
And now with Sonny Nicol, diagonal burst from Nicol. Hume, one of the tacklers in there, along with Ireland. Done well this second half as Ireland played extremely well. One of the youngsters in the Widnes ranks. But Saints making good yardage and quick from the play the ball. And this is what the Saints have got to do. You notice, well, I don't know what sort of an indication that is, do you, Gary? He's given a scrum down. Has he given a forward pass? Well, he's given a forward pass. Permanent 8 from 10, Gary. Widnes feed. Should be Widnes possession, shouldn't it?
Well, it should be. I don't even think the scrums are 50-50 these days. It's more like 50-80 or 80-20 if you want to be mathematically correct. Ball goes in the back of the scrum as usual. Short ball to Devereux, but that was a very difficult one for Devereux to take. There wasn't half a gap there for him. Myers. Now Hadley, what can he do? He goes across the field, looks for a gap, tries to use his strength, but he's brought down eventually. McCurry at half-back. I'm not seeing McCurry scampering away from the half-back position too much today. He normally pinches a few yards immediately from that half-back position, but he's not tried it too often today. Tyler looks inside, Gummies, nothing there. Takes the tackle himself. Paul Hume's going to bring the ball to the blind side. McCurry, Moriarty, well, that was a bit of a wasted pass by Steve McCurry. The final tackle for Widnes. Bobby Golding puts a high ball up, that's a tester. So David Lyons is equal to it, he's under pressure. The ball bounces everywhere, picked up, and the Hammond plays allowed to go on. And is he in? Well, he was tackled by the post. So unfortunate for Carl Hammond. Well, he's given a double movement. I must beg to differ with that one, because initially Hammond was stopped by the post, and then when he fell to the ground he seemed to be over the line. His momentum was stopped by the padding on the post, and you can understand why Carl Hammond's a little bit upset with that, to say the least. Am I being biased, or what do you think, Ronnie?
Well, obviously difficult really for us to pick out, Gary, but I thought before actually Hammond got the ball, he did well to try and get over there. I thought David Lyon had been impeded as the testing ball went up, but it doesn't matter now. He's been penalised for a double movement. Saints have possession. John Neal gets the ball away to Tommy Hogg. Well, the referee will have to get control. There's fists flying there. McCurry's in. There's a lot of bad blood and I don't know why. But the referee there, obviously disappointed with the decision, Gary. But Widnes going to be penalised.
Yes, I think 2 big hits by Paul Moriarty, and I couldn't see who the other Widnes players involved in the tackle were. Steve McCurry is obviously upset about something, and I hope it doesn't spill over into unnecessary things down there on the pitch, but it's certainly making for an exciting atmosphere at the moment.
Well, let's hope the referee, one of our colonial friends from Wigan, can keep a tight rein on the match. We'll say it's have possession. Sonny Nicol out to Loughlin. Loughlin comes in field to ball from Griffiths. Oh, Tommy Hodgkinson couldn't take it, but Christian Tyler has it now for Widnes, and he's breaking. But he'll get taken down. Certainly exciting game, Gary.
Yes, great stuff. That was Hadley in possession, and now Mr. Ollerton, well, and the Ireland, and again, well, he's not happy about that. The high tackle I think, by Andy Dannett on Andy Ireland, the two big men there. Dannett protesting that it was shoulder height and silly play by Dannett. He's lost his team another 10 metres. Now I wonder if Bobby Golding might go for goal here, because Widnes do need 8 points. The 2 points would certainly help. They were in a similar position against Wellington last Tuesday and decided not to go for the 2 points and ended up losing possession virtually straight from the penalty. I just wondered if the coach has had a word and said, if you get the chance, take the points. It's always advisable, especially at this stage. 15 minutes into the game, Widnes 8 points behind. St Helens crowd just giving Al McCurry a bit of a stick down on the bench down there. One of the Widnes coaching staff. As Golding, he's got to kick this one. Well, he's pulled it to the left, and he did a similar thing against Wellington. I think he kicked the red stand.
Yes, obviously the popular side beneath us, very partisan spectators, are ecstatic with that kick of Golding's. Well, let's see Saints, let's see them buckle down, get on with the job. 16 minutes have elapsed in the second half. Saints haven't added to the score of 16 points at the half-time interval, but there's certainly some solid tackling going out there, and Widnes in possession. For Milo, it looks those moving right, and John Griffiths, who has had an excellent game this afternoon, certainly covering a lot of ground. Widnes still in possession, Gary.
Yes, and I think it's very hard and tough down there, but the players are relishing this, I think. Everybody wants the ball, everybody wants to take it in. None more so than Paul Hume, and he's made a gap. Goal, and almost a good ball out. Hume lies on his back, looks at the sky. Where was the bit of luck that he needed? Just trying to flick the ball out to Hadley, and I think Hadley would have been flying down the wing if that pass had gone to hand. Paul Hume again powers forward. Nobody likes a tussle more than him.
Oh, he's a competitor, isn't he? But the idea was right. But the pass to Hadley, lovely pass round the man, and it didn't connect. But Ian Pickerman's driving it up well. A high tackle there by Hammond as he came in. Not a lot in it because the man was stopped, but they all count, don't they? Cooper, good yardage. Pierces the Widnes half. The ball brought right. Dannett looking for support. Tommy Hodgkinson was with him, but he was on his left. Hodgkinson brings it blind. Now with Gus O'Donnell. Sonny Nicol bounces off one. He drives again. He loves it, does Nicol. Looking to play it 10 metres from the Widnes line. Saints in the lead, 16 points to 8. John Griffiths did a loop movement there with O'Donnell. Griffiths looking for the gap. The long ball, the Widnes have possession. Can they counteract now? Loose play, the long cut-out ball with the Saints with a three-man overlap on the left-hand side. But the ball going loose and Widnes back in possession.
Yes, Sarsfield on that far right wing. David Myers now seems to have come into the centre position. Widnes juggling about with the formations, trying to look for something that's going to work. Steve McCurry caught on his own out there in the middle of nowhere. Takes the tackle. Moriarty drives forward, but he can't break the tackle. A good low tackle by Gus O'Donnell. Hadley nowhere to go. The final tackle for Widnes. Saints pull back on side. Golding puts a high ball up. Swirls again, this time Lyons takes it cleanly. Good play by the St Helens fullback inside the 10-metre line.
Yes, took it well, Gary, under a lot of pressure. Wasn't impeded as he was last time. But Saints now still with a lot of work to do. The Widnes defence has tightened up. But good play there. Tony Sullivan had come in field. Good break. Tommy Hodgkinson there on that occasion. Look very similar in open play to Tommy Hodgkinson and John Griffiths, and there they are combining. Sonny Nicol gets the ball in field, but Moriarty takes him down. Saw it there, read him, followed in, man and ball. Last one of the sequence. David Lyon under pressure, gets the kick downfield. That seemed a quick 6 from that tester by Widnes. But good cover defence by the Saints. Widnes very slow getting back, Gary.
Yes, it was a good chase by St Helens, and Sarsfield was under pressure. He had to stop the ball with his foot. Myers is actually at full back, not centre, allowing Tyler to go back to the stand-off position. Widnes hoping that he can open up a gap in the St Helens defence. Widnes still 8 points behind, 19 minutes into the game. Harvey Howard, one pass too many. Milo was powering through, steaming forward, but the ball loose. Pickavance now on the attack, dodges away, gets the ball out. St Helens still coming forward.
Yeah, it's good work there, Chris Joint. If he can just pierce this Widnes defence, he 3 men on his left. But good work there by Phil Vivers on the loose ball. Howard trying to squeeze it out. Vivers came up with it. Now it's Griffiths. He spreads it. Tommy Hodgkinson has it now, and Griffiths steps up at the dummy half position. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go of the second half. 16 points to 8 to score. Sonny Nicol from dummy half. Tries to drive through, he takes 2 with him and he's driving backwards. The man's still going. 5 metres short, he's held. Sage now looking for the attack. Gus O'Donnell for the one-pointer, and he gets it. "17 points to 8 now. Gus O'Donnell there with his 10th drop goal of the season. Widnes bringing on a substitution. Moriarty coming off, and David Smith going on. 60 minutes gone. Widnes restart. Ian Pickavance there coming in field, just as the wingers have been asked to do. Now it's Andy Dannett. Saints full of running, but just at 1 point in the second half. 20 minutes have gone, but the Widnes defence certainly tightened up. As we said at half-time, we thought if Saints came out and they scored first, well, they'd really trounce Widnes. But they've stuck to the task. Widnes have scored the try by Milo after a little bit of a mix-up in the Saints ranks. They're still in possession. Saints have a 9-point cushion. Gus O'Donnell again, tactical kicking. It won't find touch. But a good drive there as Gus O'Donnell follows it up. And it's David Myers in the full-back position there, Gary. He'd moved back, so they're interchanging the players, aren't they?
Yes, just juggling with the formations, trying to find something which will open up this St Helens defence and maintain a secure defensive line themselves. Tyler. And that's David Smith, I think. I didn't see Smith come on. He's been held down. I think he may have came on when I was consulting my notes. And is it Paul Moriarty that's gone off? I think Moriarty's gone off. Smith has come on. A penalty to Widnes. Smith was pushed down, impeded as he looked to play that ball. Andy Ireland, what a great game he's had. He's a great prospect. Let's hope he can stay at the Widnes club for many years to come yet, because he's certainly got a good future, and he manages to hook that ball backwards, play on, back to one. Mark Sarsfield completed a loan spell at Lee when David Ruane came to Widnes. Unfortunately, the clubs couldn't come to terms. Both players ended up back where they started. Sarsfield gets his first appearance of the season for Widnes. And there's McCurry now scampering away from the half-back, and that's what I was talking about earlier. He made 10 metres there. The ball was pinched, says Ian Ollerton. And perhaps will Widnes go for goal? Well, Bobby Golding's walked away. He's having a talk to Christian Tyler, and Tyler has kicked before for Widnes. Golding has given him the responsibility of taking this one. So a chance for Widnes to claw back some of the points. But definitely end-to-end stuff.
Yes, good rugby, certainly, but grey area again. Shane Cooper was asking the questions to Mr. Ollerton. You'll get no joy out of him once he's made his decision, that's it. But obviously, looking at the situation in the game, Gary, for the new year, we've had some good news. Maybe Wigan's domination will be ended. Andy Platt going to Auckland Warriors. They're after about Dennis Betts. Dean Bell's going. they'll be coming here for Saints for Tirapati, maybe George Mann, I don't know. And Chris Joint obviously been mentioned as well. But Wigan don't like it, the boot's on the other foot. Anyway, good kick there, Cretan's Widnes back, 17 points to 10. Tyra with the penalty. So, do you think Wigan's domination could be ended? I hope so.
Well, so do I, but I can't see it myself. We always said that the only way Wigan would get beat is if they went and played in the Winfield Cup, and it seems that most of the team have gone that. It's going to be virtually Wigan Warriors out there. But I've watched Widnes all the way down to schoolboy level at under-13s, and believe you me, the under-13s play exactly the same way as Wigan first team do, and I think there's a lot of talent to be piped into that club. Once again, the kick goes straight into dead, and Gus O'Donnell just pats himself on the foot, shakes his head. Myers comes forward, a good straight run by David Myers, 10 metres inside the St Helens half. Here's David Smith. You won't see him shirking anything this afternoon. Straight into the action, knocks Beavers down, Beavers clings on. Goling takes the ball in one arm, a long ball out, taken well by Hume, and a quick pass out to Familo. The tackle is good by, I think that's Griffiths. Out there, Harvey Howard now powers forward, and Widnes just coming forward in little spells. I think overall Saints dominating the game, but Widnes just having the spells when they're coming forward, and this is one of them. Harvey Howard stopped metres short, centimetres out. The Saints line comes up quickly. Great ball out, a long ball, men on the outside. Now Hadley kicks. Well, was he impeded? Shoulder charged. Mr. Ollerton consults the touch judge, and it's a drop out. Well, Hadley, I'm a bit mystified as to why Hadley kicked there, only because he's a big fellow. I'm sure that he could have at least had an attempt at powering over the line.
Well, yes, you'd think he would have gone for it, Gary. Pickervan's just stood his ground, which they reckon you can do. And the ball gone dead, drop out from under the sticks. Widnes should regather it, but Saints putting themselves under a lot of pressure.
Yes, Widnes getting on top at this particular juncture of the game. 26 minutes gone, and that's a good long kick. Myers will do well to make the halfway line. The Saints line comes up as one, and Myers is tackled on that line. Widnes players slow to get back behind the ball. Sarsfield has to take possession himself, makes 10 metres. Well, everything's to play for now for the Chemics. A try from this good spell of possession would certainly set the game alight, even more than it is now. I think it would be an explosion. St Helens are waiting to bring a substitute on. Goling dummies, gets through a gap. Bobby Goling, he's looking for support. He's got support in Hammond. Hammond gets the ball back to Hume. Paul Hume goes down the touch, knocks off Pickervance, keeps the ball alive to Hadley. The movement comes to an end. Superb jinking break by Bobby Goling. Goling again, not the best of passes to him. Tyler. Widnes look to move the ball out wide, nothing much on the forward pass, was it? It doesn't matter because it's gone into touch anyway. And another chance wasted by the Chemics. But Widnes certainly getting on top of the game a little bit at the moment. Although having said that, using my jinx again, it'd be just like St Helens to come away now with a breakaway. The substitution is about to be made. Adam Fogarty is coming on. And Tommy Hodgkinson, who I think's had a superb game this afternoon, is about to leave the field.
Yes, he's had a good game, but maybe he's picked up a knock, or coach Eric Hughes just wants to put a fresh forward on, obviously, as he has done for the final 12 minutes. He has had a good game, he's competed well, he's moved well from the acting half-back position, and quickly. He's brought the ball up quickly. Saints have moved quicker than I've seen them for quite a while from the acting half-back position. 17-10 the score. Saints withstanding the Widnes onslaught, but two excellent tackles by Phil Beavers in this bottom left-hand corner. Saints have the ball from the scrum. Andy Dannett just short of the halfway line. 7-point cushion as Widnes move up exceptionally quickly. Referee Ollerton looks both ways. He just points, he doesn't penalise. 10,219 the attendance, Gary, this afternoon, and that's not a bad crowd really, with both teams not playing too well. But it's the holiday period, and you get a lot of people coming here that obviously don't usually come. But Devereux up on a break.
John Devereux, he's got lines to beat, the cover's chasing back, he can't get the ball out. Devereux just didn't have the pace there, but a superb break. Myers initially taking the ball inside his own 10-metre line, set John Devereux away on that run, and Harvey Howard continues it. He's going across, he's looking for support. Inside, Carl Hammond steps away from one, gets the ball back. Bobby Golding jinks, he's got support. Golding's got a man with him, he just can't get the ball out. Crucial cover tackle by the substitute, Adam Fogarty. Tyler steps inside, steps again. Well, a bit of a Tony Myler play there from Christian Tyler. Almost saw him go over the line. McCuddy, it's close. Not close enough. Not close enough. The crowd behind the sticks cheered and jumped. Too soon. The chip over the top. Sarsfield gets there. Does he? Yes, he's given it. Well, amazing. That's something that we've seen Bobby Golding and David Myers do so often at Widnes. But this time it's young Sarsfield on that far wing. Good judgment by Golding, an excellently weighted kick once again. And Sarsfield, he looked to have dived a bit too early, but he just got to the ball before it went in touch. And a great spell of pressure from Widnes coming from that burst by John Devereux, set away by Myers. Harvey Howard continued it. Widnes kept good hands. Golding just couldn't get the ball away in time for the final pass. But the next play saw him chip over the top. Widnes are back in this game. And 9 minutes left. Well, there's going to be an explosion.
Well, that was an excellent try, deserved a try, and obviously got a try. Full marks for persistence. Good break by Devereux, took him up. Harvey Howard brought it across, and then Golding heavily involved again. Put Saints under a hell of a lot of pressure, and kicked through the... Myers, was it that kicked it through, Gary? Golding, I beg your pardon, that kicked it through, and Sarsfield touchdown for the try. 17 points to 14, certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons now, as Moriarty comes back on, replacing Ireland. With about 9 minutes remaining, and certainly a pressure kick this from Tyrer. Can he slot it between? Oh, superb kick. Christian Tyrer, is that Bobby Golding?
Tyler.
Christian Tyrer, excellent kick. That puts the cat amongst the pigeons now, doesn't it? Just that Gus O'Donnell drop goal separating the sides. 9 minutes left, and it's going to be exciting to say the least, Gary, isn't it?
Yes, well, it won't be the first time that St Helens have relied on Gus O'Donnell drop goal to keep the game for them. It could prove to be the most crucial point of the match. A great kick that was by Christian Tyler. He had loads of pressure on him, but he just took it, the weight of it on his shoulders, and Jonathan Davis would have been proud of that one, even Frano Botica. Paul Hume now looking for support. Widnes are coming forward. Well, who would have believed it? 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, it looked as if Saints were going to get on top and pinch the game. For Milo, suddenly Widnes have stepped up again. Every Widnes player is hungry for that ball. They've suffered so many heartbreaking defeats this season when they should have won the game, and they've just let it slip away. Good inside ball. Smith looks for support, gets the support, and gets the ball out. Tyler tackled. Now Devereux. Devereux steps inside. John Devereux's going for the line. Has he got support? Takes the ball well over the top. Well, as it turns out, it was a silly pass, but there could have been somebody coming onto it, and we would have been jumping up and down now.
Well, you would, I wouldn't. But yes, a silly pass by Devereux after an excellent run up the middle, split the Saints defence. Saints spectators get behind the team. Adam Fogarty now. But it's certainly a game of two halves. It looked all over and done and dusted at half-time. 16-4. But Saints took off the game in the second half by Widnes. Ironic, I suppose, that Eric Hughes should be in charge at Saints here. After the club Widnes, he served for about 15 seasons. He's won almost everything. Oh, he may have won everything with the Widnes club. And he certainly was a competitor in his days. Saints penalised her. Jarrett, he was marked and he played it to himself. Obviously he thought the man was stood to the side, but referee Ollerton thought different. Do you think he'll go for goal, Gary?
Well, Christian Tyler's just kicked a more difficult kick than that, but well, not this time. Let's hope. Well, a knock on. I was just about to say, let's hope that Widnes don't get overexcited and make a basic mistake. And unfortunately for him, Bobby Golding did just that as he was setting himself up for the drop goal. But there's still 6 minutes left and plenty of time yet for something else to happen in this game.
Oh yes, definitely, there's no danger about that. He got the drop goal, but unfortunately he knocked on before he kicked it. Tried to level it up at 17 points apiece. 5 minutes left. Paul Loughlin, a little bit of inspirational magic, maybe we'll win this game. But Saints in possession, making good yardage, approaching the halfway line. Shane Cooper, a dummy half, trying to get his side going. John Neal again, he drives 10-15 metres towards the Widnes line. Tightly contested game, 17-16 the score. Oh, excellent tackle there by Moriarty. Big hit on Dannett as he came through. Gus O'Donnell, well, was that an attempted long ranger? But Myers takes it, gives the dummy, but he's bounced to the earth just outside the 20-metre area. Nicholl strikes for it. The tackle count is back to 1 as Hume comes up the touchline.
Yes, I think Gus O'Donnell was a bit over-optimistic there. Widnes now coming forward. That's a big hit by Sonny Nicholl on David Smith. But credit to the youngster. Smith bounces to his feet. Well, a knock-on's given. Steve McCurry argues with the touch judge. I must admit, in my opinion, Fogarty there impeded David Smith. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter what I think. The decision is given, and St Helens get the ball back. 4 minutes left, it could be all too late. The man of the match for St Helens, Ronnie, has been awarded to Jonathan Griffiths, and I don't think anybody could argue with that.
Oh, he's had an excellent game. Cooper fed that scrum there. Obviously McCurry wanted the touch judge his opinion, like before the referee gave his decision, or after the referee gave his decision, but it was the touch judge that gave the knock on there. David Smith there messing about instead of getting on with the job after that big hit by Nicholl. But Adam Fogarty running out wide. Paul Loughlin and Tony Sullivan coming through. 3 minutes of normal time. 1 point separating the sides. A lot of tight bottoms on the seats in the stand there, Gary, and no doubt in the director's box and the sponsors' boxes. But a game of 2 halves, all Saints in the first half. Cooper now, can he weave his magic? We know what he can do. The Saints have got to back him up. Sonny Nicholl running out wide. 10 metres from the line. Will O'Donnell go for another drop? We have the 1 point cushion, but obviously we get another drop and the points, but we can get the ball back. John Neal, oh, what about that? Pick their bones out of that, Widnes. John Neal, his first score of the season, and a 1 pointer there. Pops it up, 10-15 metres out, and the Leeds Saints will get possession back. Maybe a killer punch, Gary.
Well, it could be a killer punch. Who would have thought it? Jonathan Neal, you don't see many number 8s do that, although Steve O'Neill used to do it himself in his time when he was playing for Widnes. But that, I think, could be the killer. Widnes may go for the short one here. Well, Tyler kicks it long. They've got all to do now. 2 minutes left. Can they pinch this game? Pick Vance takes the ball away well. And St Helens in command.
Yes, they've just got to respect the possession now for this set of 6 of David Lyon. Beats the Widnes cover defence. Widnes now asked to, well, Tyler injured, but they're asked to defend. They've done well in this second half. They've outplayed the Saints in the second half. I feel as Fogarty gets the ball away to Sullivan. Can he get round Myers? Looking for support. Support from Chris Joyce, yes! Joyce in! Oh, that'll settle it, won't it? A minute to the interval. Or should I say a minute to the final hooter. And that's a killer punch as far as Widnes are concerned. That gives Saints a 6 point cushion with the conversion to come. Well, it's It's been all Widnes, Gary, second half. Unfortunately, right at the end there with John Neal popping the one-pointer. They got the ball back, they ran it downfield. Good running by Fogarty out on the wide. A lovely ball out to Sullivan. He was looking for support. He couldn't round David Myers, but Chris Joint came in, took it and scored. And I'm afraid it's taters as far as Widnes are concerned.
You've got just a word for the Widnes players. They've given so much into this game. It's happened a couple of times this season, 3 or 4 times I can think of, as Lachlan pops that one over just to put salt in the wound. 24 points to 16, and there is the full-time hooter. Well, you talk about value for money, that has got to be the game of the season so far. Widnes, credit to them, worked hard. You couldn't ask any more of the Widnes players. They must be despondent, Ronnie, but all credit to St Helens. They stuck to the task, and what a brilliant game.
Well, it was an excellent game. Unfortunately, there has to be a loser. Well, there doesn't have to be a loser, but unfortunately, as far as you are concerned, Widnes lose out this afternoon. Their losing run is extended. Obviously, Saints coming up with the points right at the end. It was all Saints in the first half, 16 points to 4. Saints are in the lead, and if they scored again, we think the game would have all been over. But Widnes came out, a Familo try, put Widnes in it at 16-8. That valuable Gus O'Donnell drop goal. 15 minutes later, and then the last 20 minutes was really exciting. Penalty goal from Tyra, Sarsfield try after a little chip kick through. Tyra goaled it, and it was all on, wasn't it? 17 points to 16 with 10 minutes to play. Another 7 minutes, and John Neal, his first point of the season, popped a one-pointer right under the sticks, and then Chris Joint hit him back there right at the death. The final score, 24 points to 16. Thanks for joining us, all you Saints video spectators. Surely pulsating action there. We've been working in conjunction with Micron Video this afternoon. Gary from Widnes. Bitterly disappointed, Gary, but you play Lee next Friday. You hopefully you'll come up with the 2 points there.
Well, on that performance, I think Widnes have just about almost beaten one of the best teams in the league, so I think they'll be confident going into next Friday's game.
Yes, and Saints now no match next Sunday, with Salford entertaining the Pie Eaters next Saturday in the Regal Trophy, but the game rearranged for the 12th of December, the 12th of January, I do beg your pardon. So that's a week this Wednesday against Salford at the Willows. Thanks for joining us, see you soon. The final score here at Knowsley Road, Saints 24, Widnes 16.